Oh boy, people, we've got some interesting updates for the upcoming live-action Transformers films coming out in the next few years. First up here, this is the Anuel Miguel Soto film, or however you pronounce his name, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Anuel Manuel Soto, something like that, sorry. But Lorenzo de Bonaventura, he was in an interview for, I think, like, Madam Web or something like that. It's pretty ironic, that he's involved with Madam Web, probably the worst Spider-Man movie to come out to date, so take that as you will. I think he should be removed from Transformers in films going forward, because anything he touches turns to absolute dumpster fire. But anyway, he says here that the Soto Transformers spin-off is in the works still, and the script is being developed by Marco Ramirez, who worked on the Netflix Daredevil series, apparently, which is probably one of my favorite Marvel shows of all time. So that sounds pretty promising in its own right. So hopefully the script actually turns out good, like what he did with Netflix Daredevil. So that's a good sign. And he also said they're in like post-production, and from what I remember, the film is rumored to take place in some country in South America. I think it was Puerto Rico. And they were saying a few years ago that it was going to be smaller scale film, similar to what they did in Bumblebee. So it's not going to be a big live action film like Rise of the Beast. So that's a bit of a better sign. So hopefully it's a bit more focused film, and it's more character driven and story driven more so than action. I think that's something the Transformers franchise desperately needs right now, because I think people are really sick and tired of the big spectacle films, because the last two that they've done really have not sold well at the theater. So it would be a nice change, but I'm pretty sure this film is coming after the sequel to Rise of the Beast, so we're probably not going to get that change of pace until like 2027 or 2028 at the earliest, I'd assume, because that goes into the other piece of news updates here for Transformers 9, if you will, the Rise of the Beast sequel. He was also asked in an interview again for Madam Web, one of the worst movies to come out this year probably. He said here they're hoping for a summer 2026 release date. So it seems like the writer's strike and actor's strike really sort of pushed it back a little bit, because I'm assuming they were originally hoping for a 2025 release date to keep the momentum and the hype going for this franchise and the story, considering how much they teased the sequel and how big it's supposed to be, behind closed doors, what they've been saying. And especially with how soon they started drafting up the script and story ideas, pretty much right after they were done working on Rise of the Beast, or pretty much during Rise of the Beast. If you remember, back in like early 2023, we first got word that it was going to be a G.I.JOE and Transformers spin-off, and that they were already working on a script and story ideas. And they even confirmed that in an interview weeks before Rise of the Beast even came out, I think in like May, during that crazy, terrible Singapore interview or something like that, when they were talking about the sequel and how it was going to be with G.I. Joe, and they're working on the story ideas. So they've been working on the script and story for this movie before Rise of the Beast even came out in theaters. So I think they were originally aiming for 2025, but the actors and the writer's strike pushed it back to summer of 2026. So another year back, that kind of sucks. It kind of ruins the momentum and the hype built up from the end of Rise of the Beast. I really do think they should kind of get these out in a faster way, 2.5 years, similar to how it was back during the original 3 films during the Michael Bay days. Because I think once they started doing it 3 years apart, people started to get a bit, I don't know, I don't want to say fatigue, but people started to get less excited for Transformers films, and especially the gap between Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast. 5 years, like, that makes no sense. That should not happen again. Hopefully it doesn't. 3-year gap, that's not too bad, but again, I think 2 years is a bit more ideal, especially if they want to, make more money and keep the hype of these films alive. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait until summer of 2026, 2.5 years from now. not too bad, I guess, but I wish it was a little bit sooner, summer 2025, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, just some updates here for the upcoming live-action films. So it's good to hear that they're still developing scripts for both of these movies, and Rise of the Beast sequel is coming out relatively soon. I thought because of how things were going and how bad Rise of the Beast sold that we're going to wait until like 2027 at the earliest, but this is better news. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below, what do y'all think about these updates? Does this make you more excited for the G.I. Joe and Transformers movie? Does it make you more excited for the Soto spin-off film? All my social medias are linked down below: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. My email is also down below if y'all want to hit me up about business inquiries, or if you want to commission a diorama from me, because I make dioramas for people for their stop motions photography or just regular display shelves in their homes. You can either hit me up on any of my social medias or just email me and we can work out a deal. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!